Right, going to be doing LABU, direction daily S&P Biotech bull shares 3x levered. So typically this is a very volatile ticker. It hasn't been, basically most since what May. Yeah, and then I shouldn't say it's not because it goes down to about 4 in the mixed bait, way up to about what 12 or 13. So it's not flat, but if you take a look back at the monthly, it's basically trading sideways. So there's the high, right? Comes flying down. And now we're down in single digits. So up in the hundreds, almost 200. Getting up there. Now we're down here. Now, this is when biotech was going crazy. We had hitting the low, and everybody's like, well, biotech's going to be the answer to this issue that we had for the last few years. And now that the issue is kind of fading, you could see that the monthly anchored VWAP got control. You could see boom, 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 and so we're here. So the lid right now is probably around 12. But notice how we came down. This is decent moving around. I mean, this is some decent volatility from going down to 14, back up to 100. You can make some serious cash here, but look at the volume, right? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Starts to get up in January, down in May and June. We see a nice solid spike to put in the base, and now look, volume's through the roof. So this is something to keep an eye on. I've been debating on I try to stay away from indices for the most part in these ETFs. I don't like paying for somebody else. Is something I can do, but in terms of trading vessel, they're great. You are going to be paying a little bit out. I mean, the fees are really not that bad. We going through all our portfolios, essentially we make an ETF in many ways in terms of how many holdings and how it works. You could probably take each portfolio and it's almost a holding. Even the biggest holdings on LABU is like not even 1% of the whole overall portfolio. So they're mostly dealing with third and a third of a percent or 0.5%. But anyway, point being is now I'm kind of looking at some of these guys, and it might not be too bad just to, instead of wondering, picking and choosing individual tickers sometimes, we might be at a point where it might not be a bad idea. Well, then again, you could probably just throw money across almost all the tickers that we have, and at some point the mean reversion trade will help you out. But sometimes I think, it might not be too bad to get involved with some of these guys. LABU would be my number one pick because it's 3x. It's going to move when the biotech sector picks up and moves. If you're in at like 4, was at 650 right now. Here's the monthly anchored VWAP. It's probably going to get to about 13. So you would, try to take something off even at 1150-ish, maybe even less than that. I mean, you can. Let's go down the daily and see if there's anything. Well, there should be a little bit more. Tell us what's going on here. Any volume? No. Once it gets above 850, you should have a move to about 13. There's the 200-day EMA, which would match up with the right around the the monthly anchored VWAP. I would say the big thing would probably be around 1150. Might be where you wanna, because you got this right here, which isn't much, but they'll pay attention to that. You got some resistance there, so maybe right if say you get in now, you would a good spot to take some off the table will be around a little bit before 1150. Let's see if we can find anything. Yep, here's the low right here. Watch this. You can see it right there. So there's that. Where are you coming from? You can see this one right here, right? It's coming down. Probably right from this. Look at this. And snap. Look at that. That's where we are right now. So let me change these colors. I got too many yellows here. It's not going to help us out. Let's go here. And we'll go like this color. Too much green there too. Purple. Something like that. There you go. So from this high, comes down 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. And see, this one's coming up off the bottom. Doesn't really touch anything, but then we get a double tap right there, 2 in a row. Yeah, so keep an eye. Is it a big opportunity? Maybe. This should also kind of give us an idea that we might be looking at potential breakout soon, which means a lot of these names, and they go after a lot of bioreactor names like Vertex, MBIX. Who else we got in here? MBIX. I mean, they even go down to ADMA on some of these names. They have a good mixture in there. I gotta give them that. But so game plan is, it's in a wedge pattern right now. Let's go back to it. Where were you? I shouldn't have really got away from it. I apologize. I started going down a rabbit hole. One thing to the next and be looking at every single holding. So, oop, didn't need, no, that was bad. Figure that out later. So not really a pennant, slight descending wedge ish formation here, but the key's probably to get over this high of about 830, but even just a slight breakout, and you're at 16. I mean, I'd have a higher conviction than just waiting for a breakout. If you wanted to get in, it's a possibility. You know, you can maybe. I haven't looked at the options, but you might be able to do some options plays here with it, which is, you know, get a small position and then have some. If you can get them at a decent price on a down day, get some calls way on out, and then might be able to capitalize there. But anyway, point being is the conviction here is a little bit higher just on the amount of volume and the fact that it's tightening up. Now, yeah, people are buying and selling. You know, if it was all buying, we wouldn't be down here. So it's a battle, right? But, you know, this fall from here is on anemic volume in comparison to what we've seen. So there's, you know, even if it starts to fall, if it's falling down, it's moving down an extra $1 or $2. I mean, yeah, it stinks because, you know, you're losing 20-30% at this time, but I just can't imagine it really plummeting below $4 a share anytime soon. It can do it, but I mean, that means this would be dramatically discounting some of the best names in biotech. Like Biogen is in there. I mean, come on. So, not bad idea just to take a look at it. Consider it. There's plenty of other ones too, but this one's definitely, if you look at the chart here, I mean, like XLV, love this one for just tracking, but she's doing fine. You know. XBI being none of these other ones being levered, but I mean, again, this is an anchored view app. You're gonna tell me this thing's not in control? Look at this. No, 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 no. Push. So the biotechs aren't really looking too hot until this sucker gets above 100 here. So where are you coming from? Yeah, that's you. There's that one. She's starting to poke out there. This is another one. So we had a little battle this past month. Interesting. Oh, where's Cure? I think Cure... I don't think is... No. I think it's just... Yeah. Do I not have this one in there? Interesting. I look at it, but I never check it off the list. It's crazy. Let's see how you look at the daily here. To get better clean. Ah, come on. Tired. I apologize. Very lethargic today. Breakdown, retest. No. Alright, we're going to leave it here. So, again, going back to LABU, it's getting close to making a decision here. I might indulge in this next week. I have no problem getting it now. And then taking a quick, get a nice quick buck. If I can get around, what would that be? 650. I can get like an 8 out of it. 8 out of it. You want to get something before 823 because there's the top of the Keltner channel. And then get the big chunk at 1130-ish probably. Yeah, 11 and a quarter maybe. Have some issues in this area, and then long term you can probably run it and just let it sit there. I mean, if you really do have a good chunk, you book some profit and things, it breaks out and it's getting some technical momentum. You could be looking at this might not be an exaggeration, but you might be looking at once in a decade low here when was the last time, we go back, let's go take a look here, that you saw this sort of just sideways movement here? I mean, it's not, I mean, July 2016, it's not exactly has the longest history here, but I mean, on a bigger scale, this did it for 2 years of kind of a quote-unquote accumulating here. March, look at this. Look at that. Crazy. Broke down, came up, retested, sell off. So if we're looking at probably what's really, you got the all-time high, and then you have this one there. This one pops out, but so this can give us a little bit of a timeline here. So we have, so we're going to look for what happens in March of 2023, really. So a few more months of, you know, for this ticker to see what's really going to happen. In my opinion. All right, I'm going to end it there. Good luck. I'll upload this as soon as possible. Stay healthy. Reminder, tomorrow, December 26th, market is closed, so that's this is when the federal holiday for Christmas is tomorrow, even though today's Christmas. By the way, if I didn't say it earlier in the video, I'm not really sure. Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. All right. Besides that, was there anything else? Oh yeah, let's do watch list, and weekly report will be out probably tomorrow in the middle of the day, and I'll try to do a video. All right, good night.